Hi, I'm Sam Taggart, and I'm going to talk about how do you sell roofs in 2025 and the differences of maybe some of these past years. And I'll tell you where the roofing market's going in a really simple framework. Over the last 8 years, I've helped hundreds of roofing companies. And what I've noticed is there's a lot of them that are starting to get their face kicked in because they're not adapting to today's market. Florida has put down laws around, assignment of benefits and contingencies and what you can do. And then you've got places like Georgia where maybe 5 years ago, everything would get approved. And then now things just seem to get denied. So insurance is starting to crack down on what are they actually approving? What are they not approving? And so what's actually happening is there's a shift into how do we sell more retail? How do we sell more roof rejuvenation products? And then obviously, how do we get our claims approved? So if you're in roofing and or trying to go scale, whether you're a sales rep or you're a business, listen up. First tip I'd give you is learn how to be multidimensional. What I mean by that is most roofing sales reps sell to the insurance deductible. They're like, it's only going to cost you $1,000. It's only going to cost you what your deductible is. And so what happens is they're building the value up to $1,000. When the reality is you're selling them a $50,000 roof or $30,000 roof, it has a $50,000, $60,000 value. So if you can build the value up to $60,000, because that's the work, the labor, the product, all the things that go into a roof, then drop it to the deductible if it does get approved. And you say, wow, congratulations, it did get approved, but regardless, we want to do your roof because it needs to get done regardless. If you happen to keep it at $50,000 and sell a retail job, they're not like, oh, well, I didn't qualify in the insurance, blah, blah, blah. It's kind of like, great, that was plan A from the get-go because it's a $50,000 job. And so I would sell them on here's what the roof looks like, and here are your finance options. And if we can get it approved, great. If not, you still need a new roof. And if you don't even bring up the insurance play, learn how to do retail. Now, if you look at I go to a neighborhood that has 15 to 30-year-old homes, it's like if that roof hasn't been replaced, it's your job to look for those and say, I'm going to go make sure that they get it replaced and they get it replaced through me. If insurance and storm was involved, then great. But I look at the future of a roofing rep is somebody that learns the full stack of sales, whether that is they just sell them a rejuve and a maintenance program or just a cleaning even or a repair that leads to a long-term customer, or they sell them a retail or they sell them insurance. And I'm not saying that insurance is going away. I'm not saying acts of God are going away, but I just look at cycles. And I'm like, if I'm in Minnesota and there's a big storm one year, and then I'm gonna wait 2-3 years and then another big storm, I'm now really super dependent on act of God. And a lot of my company is gonna be so volatile based on reps coming out of hibernation, look at 𝐬𝐮𝐬𝐫𝐞, versus oh, that's cool. We got a lot of, we got a spike, but we sell regardless. Tip number 2, too many people are chasing a commission, meaning where can I go get the highest commission? And I look at 2025 as starting to get aggressive as more money's coming into this industry, and to sell more, you sell more. And I think this is where people think this fictitious, if I get paid more, then I make more in roofing. And everybody's after these profit splits, and everybody's always bouncing from one company to another company because this guy's offering 5% more or whatever the number is. And I'm like, whoa. Just because you got 5% more in a commission, whatever the thing is, doesn't equal more 1099 what I actually have in my bank account. What has to change is your activity. And I'd rather get paid less and sell 20 jobs in a month versus get paid more, but then find myself getting more and more complacent because I'm like, oh, I only need to sell one job to get X. So if you're a commission hopper and you're always looking for that extra little edge and who's gonna give you the best deal, the reality is you're doing yourself a disservice. I just say I wake up, I put on my shoes, and I sell a roof every day. That's how a good roofing rep should be. And if you wanna sell more in 2025, focus on selling more, not trying to sell somebody on paying you more. Number 3 is if you're waiting for things to activate you instead of you activating yourself, this is the biggest piece. Too many roofing companies are so small. There's 3 to 5, maybe you're working with a company that's got 100 reps. Congratulations. What happens is there's such a lone wolf mentality when it comes to roofing. They might run a meeting once a week. They might maybe once a month. I've been to many roofing companies and their meetings were once a month. And so you're kind of just on your own island being like, well, I work referrals and I work real estate agents and I work insurance agents and and I'm like, whoa. I watch too many people copy what the top reps are doing But the top reps might have been doing this for 10 years and have built a pipeline of referrals that you don't have. So if you want to sell more roofs in 2025, you're going to go back to the fundamentals and the basics of door knocking and prospecting. And if you're somebody that's been doing 5 years, 10 years in this industry, and you're like, dude, my phone rings, I get referrals, I'm easy. My invitation to you is stop being such a lead baby herbivore and start, or like an omnivore we'd call this, and start going out and knocking your own. Because what got you where you're at today, a lot of times forget those basics, meaning they were knocking every day, they were grinding, they were hungry, they had the energy in them. But what happens is you build complacency the second your phone starts to ring and the second your checks start to become more consistent. But if you were to forget how you're being right now and you were just to go put back on your rookie shoes and you were to actually knock 4 to 7 hours a day like you should be, regardless if your phone rings or not, how many more roofs would you be selling today? Like how many? Let's just think about that. Those are the simple hacks of selling more roofs in 2025. Comment below if you're like, man, that hit home. I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts in the comments below. And if you haven't yet, go subscribe to the channel for awesome, great tips on selling more in whatever it is you're selling, whether it's roof, solar, whatever, like here to help you guys sell more.